Shit. Black magic. God. Holy Ghost. Lord. Shit. Bata. Orgasmic. Order more acid. More than 4 tablets. Portal door passage. Born before mortal war happened. We were lords way before we were poor black men. Now we like Catherine, only having 4 Jacksons. Swore to pure magic, slaughter 4 dragons. Heat like corduroy fabric, door-to-door tactics. Easy like tortoise on boarded floor backspins. Rapping like the man that created it, and I just play with it. Shine radiant, raising it, sunbathing it. Voice tone sharper than razor tip when I aim it at megaliths, make them raise and lift. You can't relate to this, even if you paint a pic of me and you and somehow make the faces switch. I like to babysit, throne made of baby skin. Donated by natives that procreate in sin. They gon' need to raise the rim. They gon' need a cage in that gymnasium. I play to win, Will Still Chamberlain. Put the globe on my middle finger and made it spin. They gon' need to raise the rim. They gon' need the cage in that gymnasium. I play to win, Will Still Chamberlain.
Peace, family. Look who I ran into at BAM. The brother, the brother advertises all the time at the beginning of the channel. He got conferences happening all over the world. Street Master Gano Grills.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
back, brother.
Yes, sir. Welcome, Brother Rich. Peace to the Black Magic family. We're here at BAM Dance Africa. It's beautiful, and it's supposed to, they said the weather wasn't going to hold up, so this is really, really nice. I actually just got here.
You kept the sun out. It was you, right?
No, I can't take it. I had hoped that the sun would come out, so, I might have added 1% to that.
A little bit, huh? All right, listen, brother. There's a topic I want to talk to you about. Not many people in the community can talk about it. Now, I was looking at a video on YouTube by Burt Goldman. He was talking about, it was called Quantum Jumping. And it was called Quantum Jumping, and he was talking about, how you doing, sis? He was talking about tapping into communicating with your, is the correct term doppelganger?
That is a European terminology for it that is known.
Okay,
doppelganger. So, in Cambatta, they would say ka. And that would be...
Well, I'm going to need you to explain this, but let me
absolutely.
say this. So he said, communicate with your doppelganger in a parallel reality, a parallel universe, and merge with that doppelganger. And you will take upon the frequency of that doppelganger, and you will be able to crystallize whatever that doppelganger is doing in a parallel reality into this reality. I need you to explain that for me. Talk to me about that, my brother.
Okay, so there's a very, very interesting movie that espouses that, the entirety of that equation, and it's called The One with Jet Li.
Okay,
so if you guys get an opportunity to check that out, that is a very literal possibility of how that can be arranged. So, in essence, if we look at our reality, there's a multidimensional aspect to our being. And the proof of that is when you go to sleep at night, or if you get to a certain aperture in your cognition to where you can meditate. If you do something called a fire meditation, where you look into the energy of the flame of a candle, we actually make candles, which are 1,000 times more powerful than a candle. Candles have a certain amount of energy because they have the transaction of a fire salamander, which creates the flame. But when a candle is built with in a very, very certain alchemical way, it will convey information from the spiritual world. Now, if you were able to, peace, King, how are you? If you are able to look into the window of the flame, you will see yourself in the parallel universes, parallel dimensions, which are superimposed over this flat earth reality that we call everyday life. So for people who are astute in meditation, for people who are shamans, people who are warlocks, wizards, sorcerers, shamans, high priests, masters, avatars, they have the keys to unlock and synergize and interface with the multidimensional aspect of their own beingness, of which we all have, but predominantly are unaware of.
Now, why did you choose to say this flat earth reality, my brother?
Flat Earth reality is a lot of people are saying that the Earth is flat. Some people feel it's round. Some people feel ambivalent as to whether or not we have flat openings on the North and South Pole. All three are true, actually, which is it's paradoxical. The reason that I say that is because I know that a lot of the people that watch your videos might be of the ilk that our planet is flat, which is ridiculous. However, the Earth is not flat. The dimension that we live on is flat. Most people are not conveying it in the right way. So when you look at the gods and you get outside of this reality and you break out of the matrix and you look down in a topographical way, you'll see that the actual dimension is flat. There's a dome over it. When you go through all of the dimensions, it's like a page that turns. It's a flat rotation. It's like the revolving doors. That in itself in the dimension is flat. There's a lot of people that feel or think that the Earth is flat, and that's not really what it is. It's really more of the dimensions, and the dimensional complexes are flat.
What could you tell me about, I was also watching something where they was talking about our hair is the antenna, our antennas. And that's why we used to grow, I see you grow the hair.
Growing my 9 ether back,
I see. So, some brothers is bald-headed. Does that mean they can't communicate with the cosmos like
Not
the brothers
at all.
with locks? And talk to me about the idea of our hair being our antennas.
The hair that we have, there are different textures of hair. And if you, listen to the teachings of, Dr. York, God bless the brother, he had something called the 9 ether, which is predominantly what melanated people have, the curly hair, and it sticks straight up and it points toward the sun or the pole star or true north. And it gives us more of a symbiosis with the planetary alignment of how things go on in the universe. Other people, not gonna say, any names, their hair lies down and they don't have that same connection, which makes me wonder why certain of our melanated sisters are so gung-ho to get their hair to lay down so that they don't have that same connection. It's really more they're appreciating the style of limp hair, when in fact, when your hair is vibrant and healthy and it grows upwards and it's in tune with things, hey, hi. So I had to acknowledge my brother. He's going to be on Luke Cage, and his wife is Simone Missick, and she plays the lead in that. So just wanted to give him his props, and we actually have a lot of work together out there in the world. So when people allow their hair to be natural, they do have more of a connection to having connection with the elemental kingdom, the Fasaglim. The elements actually create our reality, and if we don't have elementals, we don't have a body to live in. We don't have a body to express the building blocks of what our education is here on earth. Now, you asked me something about bald men. If a man is bald and he doesn't have hair, it doesn't mean that he's not able to communicate or interface with. He actually can interface probably better than people that have hair, because his crown chakra, if he doesn't keep it covered all the time, he's also able to communicate by virtue of not having anything on top of it, and information can download directly into his crown chakra. But there's a certain way that has to be done, and some people are not as astute as how to extricate information that comes from up here. And I'll say something else too. If you look at a funnel is like this. At the bottom of the funnel is you, and a lot of your grand thoughts and your arias and your destinies and some of the best ideas that have not come into reality yet are at the upper part of that funnel, which is the reason why people fast, they pray, they do mantra, they come to Galactica seminars, they empower themselves spiritually so that they can get the damned up data that's in the upper part of their consciousness to come down, and then they can affect change as a catalyzer. That's how it works.
You always got a lot going on, brother. What do you have going on right now?
Right now we are tomorrow, and is this going to be going up tomorrow? Because tomorrow, right?
It might, probably tonight.
Okay. We're going to be meeting on 14th Street, Union Square, directly across the street from Whole Foods. We're starting at 12 o'clock to 4, and we're going to be doing hands-on. We're going to be doing Kundalini Reiki for people. It's not going to be a charge. It's free. And we're going to be doing that. What's also coming up is June 9th. We will be at the Ancestor Tribute in Coney Island. We'll be there from 12 to 4. And we'll be, our Galacticus team will be there. And we'll be honoring the ancestors as well as empowering each other. I will be in London July 13th, 14th, and 15th for all of my England people. People who are in Germany, Switzerland, Denmark, Brussels. Please come on through. It's going to be at the Leonardo Hotel, which is right next to Heathrow, and that will be the Sequence of Power seminar. Then we have another seminar coming up in November 10th or 11th, I believe. The information is on the website. It'll be another Angels, Gods, and Altars seminar. And all this summer, we'll be making a public presence out in New York, touching the people, vibing with the people, and I'm looking forward to it.
Last question, my brother. I noticed you have on all white. It made me think about, why do certain cultures choose to wear all black in the sun? It could be 90 degrees and I see certain religious groups, cultures. Is there any particular esoteric reason why people might choose to wear black if they know it's going to make them hotter? They know it's going to absorb the sun, but they still choose to wear it from head to toe. Is there any particular reason for that?
Well,
in this color of blackness?
I don't want to speak about the Orthodox Jews who wear black all year round, or some of the Gnostic priests, or some of the Celts. I'll speak for myself. I have worn black in this hot weather, and I do that predominantly to hold in the solar energy on the epidermis of my skin. So when people do wear black consciously, when the vitamin D is out and the sun is oscillating certain evolutionary factors, they're doing that to quantify the benefit of what is radiated and transmitted from the sun. And certain people know how to do that when they wear black, even on an unconscious level. They know it's hot, they know it's not gonna reflect the sun, like if you're a Yawo and you have to wear white for an entire year. This is, when you see someone that wears black, they obviously know something about how to take solar energy, interface with it, and get the very most out of the quantification of wearing that those garbs during that time.
I remember when I was young and I seen the football players put the black thing under their eye. I used to be like, why the hell do they do that?
Right, they do that to keep the glare out. It's pretty powerful, you know?
But, listen, man, I appreciate you for coming on the show. Like I said, the brother got his flyers on at the beginning of every program, so you can check that out. And did you leave your number? You left your number?
Yes, Galacticus.com, GALIGHTICUS. We have a Facebook group. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on our 2 groups on Facebook. We have lots of information there for people. And our phone number is 212-604-4446. There is another number that we have on the website in case you'd like to call and reach out and get a consultation. We have lots of products that will be very emancipative for people who are on the spiritual path. And that number is on the website as well.
Thank you, brother.
All right, thank you, King. Thank you so much for having me. Peace to the Black Magic family. I'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Black magic, God, Holy Ghost, Lord, Bata, orgasmic, order more acid, more than 4 tablets, portal door passage, born before mortal war happened. We were lords way before we were poor black men. Now we like Catherine, only having 4 Jacksons. Sword of pure magic, slaughter 4 dragons. Heat like corduroy fabric, door-to-door tactics. Easy like tortoise on boarded floor backspins. Rapping like the man that created it, and I just play with it. Shine radiant, raising it, sunbathing it. Voice tone sharper than razor tip. When I aim it at megaliths, make them raise and lift. You can't relate to this, even if you paint a pic of me and you and somehow make the faces switch. I like to babysit, throne made of baby skin, donated by natives that procreate in sin. They gon' need to raise the rim, they gon' need a cage in that gymnasium. I play to win, Will Still Chamberlain. Put the globe on my middle finger and made it spin. They gon' need to raise the rim, they gon' need a cage in that gymnasium. I play to win, Will Still Chamberlain.